Right, YouTube, Big Mike without further ado retro, and now we're going to have a look at some of this week's eBay pickups. Cheers. Well, I'm not sure if I've showed you this one. Possibly might have showed you this one before, but this is Worms on the Amiga. Got this at a very reasonable price. It does have some slight damage in there, but we can live with that. I think I've got this between £5 and £10. So, Worms is an absolute classic. You know, it's from HMV. I'll get that label off. I don't like that. So, but Worms is really cool. Good fun game to play with your friends. Absolutely brilliant. So that's that one. That's Worms. That's Worms. The next one, another Amiga Big Box. They're all Amiga Big Boxes, to be honest. Right, this Microprose Formula 1. I don't know if I've really played this. Not one of the sort of greater games, but I'm pretty sure this is like 99p plus £3 delivery. So, you know, I'm sure it would be an okay game. But for £4, £4. So that's Grand Prix by Microprose. The next one is Skid Marks. By Acid Software. Talking to you about Acid Software before. They've done Guardian. They've also done Skid Marks. This also has the upgrade to Super Skid Marks in the box. It's not very good, is it? It doesn't show you any of the cars on the back. Yeah, they've done a Super Skid Marks after this, but this also contains the upgrade discs as well. So Skid Marks and Super Skid Marks in here. But I'm sure this was between £5 and £10 as well. So bit of Amiga history. It's quite a cool game, actually. I haven't opened this one yet, but I know what it is, and you can probably see what it is. It's Super Space Invaders. This is from one of my very close friends, Rob. We grew up together, and as kids, I used to go around his house and annoy his parents by being there all the time. He used to be a friend of his and his brother Dave, but I would call for Dave. And obviously Rob, being the older brother, had all the sort of latest stuff. So we'd start off in Dave's room, and then we'd sneak into Rob's and see what new games they got, what new stuff they had. So, but yeah, this came from my friend Rob, and I'm definitely no doubt it'll be in great condition. He really looks after his stuff. So, and he had the sense to not sell all of his stuff back in the day. Whereas I sort of sold all of my stuff, so I sold all my stuff to get the new stuff at the time. But he's got, you know, the original games that we played originally, and then some. So he was the sensible one. Right, the next one. Now, most of people probably know this on the SNES or Mega Drive, but I actually played this on the Amiga back in the day. So I have played it on SNES and Mega Drive, but the Amiga is where it started for me. Addams Family Games, always really good games. Nice little, simple little platformers. Really cool. I think they're pretty much the same on most systems, so. But yeah, I think this was less than £10, this one. Space Invaders was about £10. This was £10. I missed out on a Hudson Hawk that my friend was selling. I got outbid at the end. There was another one on eBay, but my friends had the hat and everything. You know, I'm not really too bothered about a hat, but sometimes it sells up to £100 for that hat, which is crazy. Right, the next one is Ninja Spirits. This is a cool game. I remember it more on the Spectrum. I have it on the Spectrum. I got it on the Amiga. It's just another Amiga sort of. But it's big boxes, like, you know, 3/4 size boxes. Unfortunately, with this one, didn't show on the. There is a nasty tear there, but we can live with that. It's just a bit of elusive on the old ad because the guy didn't show that. It just in his picture, it just had, you know, like that as a picture. You know, the front. But I take pictures and I re-advertise my stuff on eBay. I advertise my stuff on eBay. I try and show everything that I can with a game, whether it's got if it has damage, I try to highlight the damage that it has. So I'd rather be honest with people. I'm not annoyed with this. You know, it's an older game. The front cover is in very good condition. The back cover is slightly damaged, but I just find with people it's better to be honest. You know, any sort of damage or you know highlight and show, and that way people can't turn around and say, well, you didn't mention this and you didn't mention that. And you know, if you're straight up and honest with people, I find that they appreciate it. I know that I do. So just a little tip with people when selling: be honest. Now this game here, this game's fantastic. I love this game. It is Flood. Flood is fantastic. But a mad little character. I don't know what he is, but basically the levels, they flood out, and I think you had to find the exit, or you had to do something before the exit. And then, but it was really cool. You got grenades, you got like fire guns, all sorts of stuff going on. Just a really cool and really fun game. Absolutely brilliant. So that's Flood, and I think he's a really cool character as well. Really cool character. So, and I got that for a good price. That was, I think that was £20 delivered, that one. But Flood's got a bit of a place in my heart. So, and the next one is a common game on the Amiga, but see if you can see what I'm on about with this. Not like this, it's not very common. The usual Amiga size box is that size. So this is one of the 3/4 size Amiga boxes. If I show you it against a full size Amiga box, which is, that's a full size, it's like a 3/4 size. This is the same sort of size as all the other Ocean software, but like I say, you always get the Amiga Batman is in the same size boxes as the Spectrum box. I know that it was packing with the Amiga, but I've only ever seen it in this size box on Amiga twice on eBay. This is the second time I saw it, so I purchased it because I haven't seen it. I've only seen it once before, and I didn't manage to get hold of it before. So this is from my my friend that I buy on. Well, I say my friend again. I don't know him personally, but I buy a lot of stuff off him on eBay. Generally, I knock him down to the round number of £10. On this one, it was up for £9, and I think it was £3 delivery. I put an offer in, and then I thought, oh, sod it, I'd be gutted if I missed out on this edition of this for the sake of £2-3 quid. So I just paid up and got this. So it's slightly, it's about £12, I think, altogether, you know. But you don't see this this size box for this game. In fact, this is only the second time in all of the time that I've been into Amiga and gaming and buying and selling on eBay and things that I've ever seen this size box. You might know different to me. Let me know in the comments. See what you think about it. See if it could be common as muck for all I know. But like I say, on eBay, they're all the smaller boxes, the same sort of size as the Spectrum boxes. It's a great game on Amiga. It's a real part of the Amiga's history. With the I can't remember the guy who was sort of head of sales at Commodore for Commodore UK. He always reminds me of Jeremy Beadle. He looks a bit like Jeremy Beadle's brother. But yeah, that was the famous story of him. He basically he knew nothing about computing, but he knew everything about sales. And he got the license for the Batman. And he said, you know, make it exclusive to the Amiga for the first 3 months or first month or something, and I'll show you how to sell a computer. And literally, the sales went through the roof. I think they predicted like 20,000 or something, and he'd done 200,000. But it's a real part of the Amiga's history. So, interesting story. You might want to look it up. It's a good story. Is it David Pleasance? I could be getting it all wrong. I think it's David Pleasance. There's a guy that does a lot of stuff on the Amiga. I know his name's Dan something. I'm subscribed to him. He does everything Amiga. He's got the CD TV, the 1200s, the 600s, the 500. He's got everything and all modded up and everything. And he's the man for Amiga stuff. But yeah, you might want to take a look at those. So, all right, YouTube. That's another pickups video. So, like I say, like, comment, and subscribe. Share as well. We could do us some new subs. We've lost our first sub, so we're back down to 40. So, like I say, we'll speak to you in the next one. Cheers, YouTube. Thanks very much. Goodbye.